look transformation with hairdo earlier. Really a fun hour there, and it's all about the ultimate footbed is what we're gonna share with you. I'm sorry, guys, I have no information, so we're looking for all of that, but I will tell you this. This is the Papillio. It's all, again, genuine suede upper. We're going to bring in our special guest, Amy West. So good to see you.
So
Works along with Birkenstock. It was so cute. Today. Amy said to me, because we do, a lot of different, you do a lot of representing of different, fashions and so forth. She said, I wear my Birkenstocks for you today. So, because usually
I wear my flats,
she's always so tall, and I'm like, I'm wearing my Birkenstocks too.
Exactly.
Well, you could have chose these ones. I love these platforms. I know these are super popular.
Yes,
you bet.
They are. I didn't want to add 2 more inches on you because I know that, we're having height challenges.
Little height difference. That's
totally fine. And you look gorgeous in the EVA sandals as well. So we have some beautiful colors here for you. One of the things that, a lot of people don't realize is that Birkenstock does make wedges, and that's what the Papillio are. So the one that you're holding in front of you is the apricot. The wedge here, what's great about it is it distributes the weight. So you see it's a beautiful wedge, but it also has a platform. We also have it in black.
Perfect.
We have it in this beautiful sandcastle nude color.
That's so popular.
I know. Yeah, you can wear that literally with everything.
Yes.
We have it in this gorgeous cognac color, which is a beautiful deeper brown. Yes. Gorgeous.
Okay. Another great neutral.
And then we also have it in the dove gray.
Okay, let's talk about Birkenstock. I know for those of you, and this is the funny thing, I mean, for myself in my mid-50s, in your 40s, or in your 30s, in your 20s, in your 90s.
Right.
We know, and not only that, it's those ages that love and will not wear anything else but Birkenstock.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the history.
People's eyes light up when you say Birkenstock. They're like, oh my gosh, I love Birkenstock. You don't just like them, you love them. And I know you were mentioning, you said maybe 180 years. Actually, how often do you run into a brand that's been around for over 2 centuries? So we started in 1774 when our first shoemaker, Johann Birkenstock, actually registered as a shoemaker. From there in the 1900s, we started building contoured foot inserts for shoes. Following that in the 60s, we all got to know the actual first official Birkenstock silhouette, which a lot of people think was the Arizona, but it wasn't. It was the Madrid. And from there on, we got to know the Arizona. It was brought to the US in the 1960s, and that's where it became truly iconic here in America. And so it's a multi-generational brand. So our grandparents have worn them, we've worn them, our parents have worn them, and tell you what, I keep having to keep my daughter from stealing them. She's 13.
I bet.
She wants all my Birkenstocks. She keeps begging them. I said, no, I'll get you your own. And we'll address that, but you can't share your Birkenstocks because it molds to your foot.
And I love that they're doing platforms now.
Yes.
That is something that was a customer request.
Yes.
And they listened. And if you could give me the measurement, Kyle, on the heel here, because it's a great wedge heel.
Yes.
But you don't even realize that you're elevated.
Absolutely.
That's so amazing.
And you made a really great point there. I'm 40 now, but even 5 years ago, I started having trouble with one of my toes. I have arthritis in my toes, is what the actual podiatrist said. And so I haven't been able to wear heels unless I want to have excruciating pain for a really long time. So I love that we have the Papillio. That's how it's pronounced, as Papillio. And what it does is it gives you that great elevation, but it's on a wedge. So we actually have some, I don't know if we have the graphics on us, but we've compared the foot impressions for a flat to these, and they are really almost identical in terms of where the pressure goes. So you're not gonna get all the pressure on your toes because you have that additional platform. It just distributes your weight evenly, and it keeps you from having that extra pressure on your toe. So we wanna talk again also about the DNA of our brand, which is the footbed. And so basically what you're getting with every single Birkenstock, including the Papillio, is that deep heel cup that your heel just sinks into, that just feels so yummy. You have that contoured arch support, which actually supports all 4 arches of the foot. You have that wide toe box so that your toes can stretch out and move, and that toe bar, which actually stimulates a gripping motion, and it creates more circulation in the foot. So you have more stability, more circulation, more support, and this is modeled after, when you're walking in the sand at the beach, how your foot makes that impression. That's what it's modeled after. And the more that you wear Birkenstocks, the more that your foot actually molds, or the footbed molds to your foot.
Listen, they're doing something something right going on to almost 200 years.
Yes.
Think about that. Years ago, we had Birkenstock here, and we're probably going back 25 years ago, and we had one of the representatives from the family from Germany would come over, and he would bring a sandbox. And this is probably 25 years ago. And we would do that. We would walk, and you would put your footprint in the sand, and he said that it was the whole same concept. So in the footbed, when they originally came out with the Birkenstock, and they haven't changed anything. So now we're taking the classic Birkenstock up, you know, kind of giving it more of a dressier look. So now if you want to wear it to the office, you know, if you want to wear it, again, when you're going into a wedding, you want to have that same footbed, but you don't want an open sandal.
Exactly.
But this is, you know, it is an open sandal, obviously, but you get that extra height. About 1.5 inches in the actual wedge height here, but you have that full adjustability around the ankle, so you said you're not going to feel like you're moving forward. You can't, because there's something in here supporting every little nook in your footbed, like your heel, your arch, your toes. That's the only place you're gonna find something with that kind of footbed is Birkenstock. And here's another thing I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna go off the beaten path. Call us. We have more, when we're on Facebook with Birkenstock, and we get more calls than any other brand.
Oh, I believe it.
Because people are so committed to this brand. And this has been, quick update. Kyle, you said, and they're calling this the sand castle.
This is the sand castle.
Okay, that's our most limited. I have 90 remaining.
Oh,
so, okay. Can we talk sizes too? Do we have some information on that?
That's great. I'm glad you brought up the sizing. So we do everything in whole sizes. So if you're a 10 or a 10.5, you're going to order a 10. That's what I wear. If you're a 5 or a 5.5, you're going to order a 5. And actually they do the conversion on hsn.com for the European sizes, which is how Birkenstock does, because everything's made in Germany. So it's really spelled out for you, very easy. You don't have to overthink the sizing. And you'll know when you get it if it fits you perfectly, because your heel should sink perfectly in that deep heel cup, and your toes should not come over the ledge. They should really rest, you know, very nicely over the toe bar and really rest within the footbed. So if you have any problems, obviously, you know, we have the great exchange program, free exchanges, but you'll know right away if it fits you, but don't overthink it. It's all sizes and a half.
I think it's the easiest sizing of all footwear, because like, again, if you're 6, 6.5, you order 6. If you're a 9, 9.5, you order the 9. We do welcome you to go to hsn.com. Our Birkenstock site is always extremely, extremely popular. And you can check out, you know, whatever type of color you might be looking for, whether it might be a certain specific style, but we're loving the platform. It has been, and by the way, you will have these for years and